And good morning. Welcome to Kelowna Now Live, and we're here. It's Friday morning, and we've got your long weekend, not long weekend, but your weekend forecast coming up in just a few minutes. First off, let's lead off with our top news story. FortisBC electricity rates are going up by nearly 7% in January. That's a big lift.
That's just after they said, hey, we're going to give you a reduction in your gas prices by about $1 a month. And now they're saying you're going to get an $11 increase in your electricity charges. So that's just one day after announcing that slight decrease in gas. Fortis announced the electric rates will be going up next month. On Thursday, utility provider said the BC Utilities Commission approved the 6.74% general rate increase, which works out to about $11.26 a month. Charges will vary based on your usage. So if you turn off all your lights,
so our gas bill go down $1, but our
we'll go
electricity go up 11. Okay.
The new rates go into effect January 1, and according to the release, a significant driver for the rate change is the increased cost of purchasing electricity, adding that the cost of electricity has risen in recent years with the phasing out of coal plants and lower hydroelectricity generation. Another driver is the greater anticipated, that's how they do it, greater than anticipated due to population growth and an increase in electrification of parts of the economy, such as EVs. So the growing demand for electricity is seen in Kelowna. Fortis says a $23 million expansion to its Kelowna substation was necessary this summer to ensure reliable service during peak demand. The company's power supply comes from 4 hydroelectricity facilities, long-term contracts with BC Hydro and other producers, as well as wholesale market. So another good reason to put solar on your roof.
Yes.
And that program, I understand the grant is running out in March. So if you're interested in that program, here's another reason to look at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Solar?
Yeah, I think we want to maximize.
Or one light bulb you give to the children they can take from room to room. That's when we were younger. That's what we had, actually. We didn't have enough money for light bulbs. So I would just take a light bulb from one room to the other if you wanted to read a book or something.
That is a sad story. This is a story from the Lower Mainland, though. BC is setting tougher penalties for trucks that hit overpasses. Yeah,
and one of those, you got to be kidding that people need to be reminded to lower their trailers. Stepping up penalties for truckers who crash into highway overpasses after a rash of incidents in the recent years. I think there was just last year alone, 16 of them. I mean, they do some pretty significant damage to bridges.
And so you know what the fine is for this?
That's ridiculous. It's so small.
It used to be $115. It's now like $575.
Yeah, maybe they should say, the price of that bridge is yours to fix.
Yeah,
that might deter some people, right? So.
Yeah. Kelowna apartment rents, the fifth most expensive in Canada.
There you go. It's been all over the board here. Kelowna's been as high as 3 and as low as 14. Zumper, the online platform that lists apartments for rent, that compiles the monthly Canadian rent report, bases its list on median monthly rent for the 1-bedroom. I think that, with all the rental places we've been announcing, there's a whole bunch on the table. I was just speaking with somebody with knowledge there. They're saying that there's a ton of them sitting with ready-to-go development permits. And if we get interest rate reductions, I think a lot of that stuff will end up with the shovel in the ground. And I think that's what they need, though, too, is they need that
interest
confidence that interest rates are going to come down. They can start building, because I think there's been in November, housing starts in Canada down 22%, and they, you know what I mean? We need housing worse than ever. And if interest rates are high, nobody's going to build houses.
And how many raises on the interest rate have we had? About 20?
20-fold, yeah. 19 or 20-fold, yeah. But they are expected to come down here. So, but I think they're going to try and talk hawkish, but they don't have a choice. So,
another teenager has been arrested over alleged terrorism posts on TikTok and other sites, and this is in Calgary.
So TikTok. There you go. A 4th person arrested in Calgary as part of an ongoing national security investigation concerning alleged terrorism-related posts on TikTok and other social media sites. Federal Crown Prosecutor Ken Brown says a 16-year-old boy was arrested Wednesday and was subject to a section of the criminal code that allows for a peace bond if there's fear of a person may commit a terrorism offense. He's the 4th Calgarian and the 3rd teenager to be arrested since RCMP investigation started. Wow, Calgary. And the teen can't be identified because he's protected by the Youth Criminal Justice Act. Right. There you go.
Well, as we grow, ICBC is set to open a licensing office in West Kelowna in 2024.
That's good news, because I was just there. I had to renew my license after every 5 years. You have to go in there and get your license done. And that place is the zoo here, the one right here on, what are we at? Just on Springfield and Dayton. Yeah. Like, you can make appointments. I didn't know that when I went to the counter. She said, "Do you have an appointment?" I'm like, it's been 5 years. There wasn't appointments back then. But so that is kind of a nicer way to do it. But if you don't have an appointment, you can sit there just like in the doctor's waiting room, and you can probably sit there all day. Marcy's nodding her head. Yeah,
nice warm spot for you.
But yeah, so that's good news. So that'll take some of the load. So West Kelowna might take some of the load. And if you're, I mean, that's like doubling the capacity, I would think, right? So West Kelowna residents don't have to come across the bridge, and then maybe some Kelowna residents can sneak across the bridge and go there if it's too busy here. It'll be opening in the new West Kelowna City Hall, I think, right? We'll be opening on the second floor of the brand new West Kelowna City Hall on 3731 Old Okanagan Highway. There you go. It'll be open from 8:30 to 4:30 on weekdays and closed on weekends and statutory holidays. The new office will offer, like typical stuff, driver licensing, counter transactions like renewals and knowledge tests, and class 5, 6, 7, and 8 road tests.
Well, buckle up. Daily nonstop flights between Kelowna and Seattle started today with Alaska Airlines.
There you go. Lots of flights actually starting up. Seattle and Las Vegas, here we come. Nonstop flights from Kelowna and Seattle started today with Alaska, and tomorrow twice weekly nonstop service. And that started yesterday, actually. And
so today it's
today's yesterday.
Kelowna to Vegas to WestJet.
Okay. Today's yesterday's tomorrow.
You're going...
And WestJet also, right, with Kelowna Las Vegas begins with WestJet. So there you go. If Vegas is your deal, there you go. And I took a look. I just tried to do it. I went on there to see if I could book a flight, say, for January. I think it was January 8th or something like that. It was like $277 return.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
Terrific.
It's like if you're not taking any luggage, you're basically...
Yeah. Everything's extra.
It was like a 2 hour and a bit flight. So
yeah, it's an easy hop.
It's a good way to lose some money. Go to Vegas.
Well, you just got to check out the shows. That's the big attraction for me. Hundreds attend the Kelowna gymnastics event known as Cobweb Competition. You know why they call it Cobweb?
I don't.
Because it's the first one of the year. You got to brush the cobwebs off.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is.
There you go. Yeah, are your girls in gymnastics?
Yeah.
All of them? Or?
Just one right now.
Just one?
Yeah.
Well, what's around with the other two?
Or I should say, I've been losing track because one was sort of transitioned from gymnastics.
Sounds like a really good dad.
Cheer.
Just like, which one is
There's three. There's gymnastics and dance and cheer, and I can't keep them straight.
So gymnasts from across the BC Interior were in Kelowna this past weekend for the annual Cobweb competition. The event carried importance this year is also the trial event for the BC Winter Games. BC Winter Games, another great event. BC Winter Games also leads up to Olympic Games, right? Yeah. So that because BC Winter Games is every second year, and the Olympics because it ties with winter and summer, right? Because Olympics are every second year as well, right?
Mm-hmm. It was humming there, though.
And the weekend was a success for the Okanagan Gymnastics Center. Is that where your kids go, or?
No, it's a different club. But what's really interesting at these events in this community, the gymnastics community, at least with our club, and I think it's pretty much community-wide, but like when there is one child on the mat doing a routine, the entire club sits and pays attention and watches and cheers. Yeah, it's very supportive. Yeah.
So Victoria Schmidt qualified for top spot at the BC Winter Games. Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is going to be great for New Year's, ringing in 2024 at Kelowna's 11th annual New York New Year's. So this is the big outdoor party at Stewart Park at the end of the month.
I think they call it New York New Year's because they do it at 9 o'clock, right? So that.
Right.
Do you know what I
mean? It's sort of like outdoor Times Square feel outdoors.
But it's
aligned
the
at the
9
same
o'clock
time.
thing, I think, right? So
good for the kids.
Kelowna residents, young and old, are invited to ring in the early New Year on December 31st from 6 to 9 with friends and family. Originally launched in 2012, the event fills the need for all ages. Wide variety of activities, including the fireworks right at the end there, and they're going to do some extra special fireworks this year.
That's
2024.
That's a really great shot.
So the free event, offers skating like on the Stewart Park. That rink is amazing. Drop-in games, activities in the kids' snow zone, thousands of free glow sticks, free face painting, goodies handed out by event sponsors. There will also be 4 food trucks on site from 4 to 9, serving up glove-friendly portions of warm beverages. I get it, that you can eat it with your gloves on. Donuts, hot dogs, smokies, fries, and more. All good, nutritious foods.
Comfort food in the
I
cool
love
weather.
Hot dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I go to Costco just for hot dogs. There you go. Marcy needs to use her mic, though. What's the party without music, though? So the live music will kick off with performances by young rockers. Freeze the Fall, who was in here just recently. We had Freeze the Fall in here. You can go back and watch that. A young rock band group, I would call it.
Yeah.
Followed by a classic rock act from the Harshmallows at 7 p.m. and the South Okanagan Country Stars, the Hillside Outlaws, at 8 o'clock. And the night will come to a close with a countdown by Deputy Mayor Mohini Singh and Simon Mills, President of the Valley First, followed by fireworks display at 9 p.m. Fireworks will be shot from the northwest point of City Park, so the display will be easily visible along the waterfront from the sails to the Kelowna Yacht Club or right out our window. We can watch it. So you can watch it on Kelowna Now on our webcam. There you go. And then just in some finance news, just into kind of like carry on with some of the layoff stuff that we've been seeing. General Motors and autonomous vehicle sub Cruise announcing the termination of 900 employees. That's approximately 1/4 of its total staff. The reductions mainly affect companies' commercial operations, associated corporate roles. The decision follows the previous wave of contractor dismissals at Cruise. That came after they had some problems with Cruise. Announcement came one day after the company dismissed 9 prominent key leaders amidst ongoing safety probes triggered by the incident in October in San Francisco. There you go. And then just to kind of recap, in the last little while, we've announced Etsy, 11% of their staff. Hasbro, 1,100, that 20% of their staff. Spotify, 17% of their staff. Again, interest rates need to come down so that businesses can start to do more. And 5 things you need to know.
Yeah,
we're highlighting this one. Trudeau said, and you need to go on Twitter and make your comments known. Trudeau says there's so much more he wants to do as PM. He said there's so much more he wants to do, and he's going to do it. In an interview about his future as a leader in the country, among the pledges, he wants to fix housing, explaining to the young people, those young people who are not so young anymore, and those young people are coming along. I made a promise, and I'm going to deliver. And I just I think maybe just let other people speak, and then you can go share your thoughts on. Go find that tweet and our expression, and then go share your thoughts. And if you have some to share with us, we'd gladly share them. There you go. And this is a big one in Ontario.
Yes.
And 5 things you need to know.
Booze is going to be now sold at convenience stores and gas stations.
Coming to a gas station near you. Seems like a great idea. Ontarians will soon be able to buy more booze at convenience stores, gas station, major outlets after Premier Doug Ford announced an overhaul of liquor laws in the province. He said that changes coming in 2026 represent the largest expanse of consumer choice in the alcohol market since Prohibition. So weed, booze, all those good things. Food, who needs that?
Yeah.
Is that sarcastic?
It just seems like a strange priority, right? Yeah, and X-Files, Costco is also trending because of rising costs. So people on Twitter are posting rising food prices on certain items, I guess. Like this one here. What's this?
Looks like steak.
Steak, and it's $54.99. Or
$91.
No, kilogram. That's $91. Yeah.
For 2 steaks?
Whoa.
Is that 2 or 3?
Whoa.
That might be 3 steaks. 4 steaks? There you go. It's only like $25 a steak.
Yeah. Well, it looks like there's a third one down there. Either way,
Marcia said there was 4. I think.
4? Yeah.
Yeah, I cropped the photo.
Got it. Yeah.
She cropped it to make it look worse, but yeah.
Well, that's $25 a steak or $28.
There are ways to save money at Costco if you want to hack. Buy the steak uncut. Cut your own steaks, and you can cut them for when your friends come over. Like if you're not really like them to come over, you just cut them really thin. And when you're eating yourself, you cut them a little thicker, right? You can label them as you freeze them, right?
That seems like a lot of work.
Thin for the in-laws, thick for when you're having it yourself.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
Well, there you go. He's going to do the memory. There's
Great.
a weather picture.
Well, I can tell you this about the forecast for ATB Wealth. Realize your vision wealth at atb.com/wealth Kelowna. We are in for a mostly cloudy day today. Could see a snow flurry later on this evening. And tomorrow, maybe some rain showers. Those will turn into some flurries. Then just cloudy, then a little bit of sun. Pretty mild over the next few days, but really, truly a mixed bag. You're going to see everything over the next 5 days. And there is the summit of the Coquihalla, which is the worst section. We can just move over to the next one, which I think, there we are. That is Rogers Pass. So a little bit sloppy up on the Rogers Pass as well.
Is there, if you want to go grab those weather slides, I can talk about the Big White here for a couple seconds. Or you're good?
Yeah, no, I think that, yeah.
You're good?
Yeah.
Can you pull up the Big White? Because they got some snow. They got some snow last night. And there's more runs open.
Yeah.
We're just like floundering here while Marcy looks for the thing. Lakeshore Vein. $700 skin consultation and custom skincare in 13 days of Christmas. And
Yes.
a $300 gift card.
Yeah, so this is a consultation where they'll really just give you the royal treatment and walk you through a skin consultation, which is about $350 in value when you roll in the skincare products that will come with it. And then a $350 gift card as well. So total value of, well, it's really over $700.
And I volunteer myself for Botox.
Okay. I think the idea is just like having the rejuvenated younger skin is sort of the idea of this one.
There you go. So some Big White there.
Yeah, there's Big White Ski Village, and it is looking very much like a winter wonderland.
There you go. I guess that's our news for this morning. We're coming back. We got a no, we don't have a live stream. We're doing a recorded show at 11, and that'll be available probably later, maybe even Monday. We did an Energized yesterday with Brent Gilchrist. I think that's available on YouTube and X right now, but the story will go on Kelowna Now, I believe, on Monday. And then we did the Energized with Kent Mulgat on how to buy a used EV in British Columbia and what the benefits are. Some of the programs that are available. We did that. That is on Kelowna Now and on YouTube and X. Mm-hmm. So, and I got big news.
Oh,
I got approved for Grok this morning.
Oh, hey.
So I now have access to Grok.
I didn't know it was like a waiting list for approval for, this is the AI similar to ChatGPT.
So right now the ones that I know of, imagine there's more. There's ChatGPT, which is from OpenAI, ChatGPT 4. And then there's X's version of Grok, which is like from Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. And then Google has Gemini. Yeah, so there you go. Does Microsoft have one too? No? Marcy says no. So there you go. Marcy's like our AI. There you go. So there you got some choices in what you want to do, and I'll test it out and see what I can figure out with Grok. I know that there was another piece I seen there too, that there a lot of them now are doing image generation too. So that was new in OpenAI. ChatGPT, I used it to generate some images.
Pretty impressive. For
the newsroom for a couple stories.
Photorealistic,
like crazy. Like you say, I want an image of a young person enjoying coffee with 5 or 6 of their friends. You kind of say, like a diverse group of friends or whatever, and it'll generate that photo for you. That's pretty bang on, right? Mm-hmm. And you can do some history, period specific photos as well. Mm-hmm. Anyway, stay safe, and we'll see you at 4:00. And until then, enjoy your day.